Hulk and Rhino 2. Names that conjure images of unstoppable force, raw muscle, and footfalls that shake the very ground beneath them. At first glance, the question seems almost primal. What happens when one of Marvel's most iconic powerhouses goes head-to-head with Spider-Man's quintessential juggernaut? Hulk versus Rhino, brute versus brute? But in a world where strength is only part of the equation, the answer is layered, entertaining, and surprisingly nuanced. To appreciate the true spectacle of this matchup, it helps to know where each Titan comes from. Hulk, born from the accident that was Bruce Banner's exposure to gamma radiation. Yet, at his core, there is a tragic humanity, a struggle between the intellect of Bruce Banner and the primal savagery of the Hulk. On the other side stands Rhino, or Alexei Sitsevich, a petty thug transformed by a criminal syndicate using advanced science and mutagenic chemicals. He's grafted into a near-indestructible suit resembling a rhinoceros, permanently bonded to his body. Hulk's strength is, to put it mildly, on another level. Rhino is incredibly strong, able to batter Spider-Man, lift cars, knock armored vehicles aside. His charging attacks can pulverize brick and steel. But the Hulk exists on a scale all his own, bending battleships and trading blows with Thor and the Thing, Rhino's best feats. Look, it's tiny next to Hulk's casual displays of apocalypse tier might. Durability is the next factor. Rhino's suit is tough, virtually immune to small arms, fire, and most impacts. Spider-Man's hardest punches barely slow him down, but Hulk's resilience is legendary. He shrugs off missiles, withstood nuclear explosions, stood his ground against beings that can split planets. Rhino's armor provides exceptional defense, but Hulk's entire physiology is built for survival in the thick of battle, no matter the odds. So is it all over before it begins? Not quite. While Hulk's power dwarfs Rhino's, there's more to the clash than numbers. Take their mindsets. A Rhino charges headfirst, relying on brute strength and a single-minded approach. That's his greatest asset, but also his fatal flaw. Experienced foes like Spider-Man exploit his predictability, leading Rhino into traps, dodging at the last second, using his strength against him. Hulk, especially in his more intelligent incarnations, isn't just raw power. Hulk has fought countless opponents, adapting tactics as needed. Even when in a savage state, his instincts are sharper than Rhino's. Their encounters in the comics bear this out. When Hulk and Rhino have met, it's rarely a fair fight. Rhino is joined up with other villains, sometimes as hired muscle to slow down the Hulk, while more devious masterminds prepare some terrible plan. These battles typically end the same way. Rhino charges. Hulk stands his ground. Rhino collides, and Hulk doesn't budge. Then comes the counterattack. A fist like a freight train sends Rhino flying through several city blocks. End of round. But there's drama to be found, even in such uneven standings. Rhino isn't just a villain, he's a tragic figure, often manipulated. Never the master of his fate, he's as much a victim of circumstances as he is a perpetrator. Hulk, too, embodies that internal struggle between being a force of nature and the desire for peace. When they fight, it's not just a contest of who's stronger, but a collision of two lives twisted by science, anger, and desperation. And that's why Hulk versus Rhino endures as a matchup. It's brute versus brute, but also fate versus fate. Even as the Hulk inevitably wins, because let's face it, in the Marvel Universe, he's simply far too powerful. It's the echoes of triumph, frustration, and lost humanity that linger long after the last punch is thrown. In the end, Hulk versus Rhino is more than muscle against muscle. It's about what happens when unstoppable forces crash against immovable obstacles. When raw power isn't just a gift, but a curse. It's a reminder that even in comics, where punches shatter mountains and roars split the sky, The true battle often lies beneath the surface where monsters. Misunderstood, keep charging forward, still hoping to find something they can't smash away.